too close. Chris here, DXC, Dauntless Express Corp, Wasteland Cowboy is Wasteland name. Anyways, we have no time and we're losing light, so we got to do this in one take. One of the things that Dauntless Express does, we're going to give you a little tour of our stuff, but one of the things that we do that's very important that people seem to struggle with every year is how we do the message boards. We host the message board for events. What?
It's not a message board.
Events board? See, this is why we can't do it in one take. Anyways, you tribe events and tribe missions. So, what we're going to do first is go over some of the signs that we have from years past to show some examples of good ones and not so good ones. Now, not all these are from last year, some of these are from years prior. So come on down. The idea with the message boards is to be as creative as possible and make it so that it's visible and people can see what it is that you're trying to do as a tribe, but at the same time not take up the whole thing so that other people hate your guts.
Rust devils.
So, as an example, wood is great because it's rustic and whatever. This one I really liked from last year because it was in multiple pieces, on multiple pieces of wood, so it was kind of a layered deal. These are all really good. They're easy to see. This one in particular from 20 Mule Team. I'm sorry guys, your frame died in storage over the year. This is fantastic. It's really creative. It's not just, you know, pen on a thing. There's some care there as it falls apart. Okay, let's crawl this way a little bit. One of the things that doesn't work are these paper ones. Like, someone put a lot of effort into this layout, obviously a lot of care. The problem is when you have these things mixed in with this stuff, it's glaringly obvious that it's not rustic and wasteland, basically. We have many examples of that sort of thing here.
Like, one of those is ours.
Yeah, actually, we're just as guilty. This is from years past. This one, right idea, wood, but it's hard to read. You have to really get up in there.
Baron.
Oh, and it has the word clone on it. We don't want to talk about that.
Nope.
This one is great. It's kind of big.
Post-apocalypse.
But everyone, you're going to get pasta, so everyone knows that. This requires a special comment. This was Vic's menu from last year. We got to bring this back to Vic, actually.
Yes.
It actually is, as signs go, it's kind of a shitty sign. It's hard to read, but it's kind of special because it's Vic. We love you, Vic.
We love you, Vic.
We'll be seeing you soon.
Plus, the very important part to remember this year is when you see Vic, tip motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely. Buy till your bellies are full, and then buy some more. We pick on the Rust Devils because they made a sign that's like gargantuously huge, and it still is. I made the message boards bigger, but seriously, Brett and crew, don't be a dick. Oh, and by the way, also, this is also Rust Devils for the Bounty Hunter game, wanting you to join the game. But I mean, seriously, what the fuck is this?
There's no neon in the wasteland.
Safety orange, really? Come on, guys. Okay, so as an example, not everyone gets it perfect their first year. This was a really good sign from the Kamikaze Karaoke from, I think it was 2015. And then the next year, at 2016...
This was my favorite.
They really... Look at how gorgeous that is. They really stepped it up. I'm actually going to bring this back in case they want me in case they want to reuse it. So those are some examples of signs, good ones and not so good ones. So one of the important things that's different last year, you notice a lot of these have kind of hooks on them because we were doing pegboards last year for events and metallic and magnets for missions. The main difference this year, come in closer, it's all steel. We have almost 40 feet of wall. So we have tribe events, use magnets. Tribe missions, use magnets. The point is, use magnets. Everything sticks using magnets because it's metal with magnets. Everyone got it? Magnets. So moving down the line, we are also doing a tribe map as we have for the last several years. We hand paint a map every year. This is an example from last year. This is last year's map. You can see the size. It's a pretty good size map. However, this year is even bigger. It's a full 4x8 sheet. So lots of map and the same idea. Mark your location with bottle caps. This is one. We have some of these white ones in case you don't have a cap of your own, for an example. where's the DX? Well, any of these, you know, caps that people have done. Don't fucking steal the caps. Seriously, it's a dick move.
If you
want to get a custom cap, it's like, oh, that's a bitchin' cap. I want to get one of those. You know what? It's marked on the map. Go there, ask them for a cap, or do their mission and earn a cap.
Right. Yeah. Offer to give them a foot rub. Something.
So, anyways, big map this year. Big.
Big, really big.
The biggest.
The biggest map.
So, moving down the line. This happens to be the Tribe Missions board. These are some examples of Tribe Missions from last year and that still have the magnets on them. This one from, I don't even know who it's from.
Oh, I don't know.
From a mutant tribe. Anyways, great mission, a great layout. It's just too hard to read. So the idea with these on the mission board is to get people interested in going to your site or wherever to get more information, but you probably don't want to have all the instructions on the one board.
Just enough to draw them in.
Exactly. This one, for example, this one is a really good example of
death caps.
And it's one of the rare ones where the paper actually works because of the color palette they use and the layout and how they've, you know, aged it and whatever. It works. So that's a really good example of a paper one.
Do their mission. It's awesome.
Let's see, what else? Let's step back a little bit. So one of the other things that we have is that we've had for several years now is a what is it?
The Hobo Legend.
Hobo Legend.
Da-na-na.
So the idea is if you want to place one of these signs at your site, this one doesn't apply anymore because we haven't had dogs for the last couple of years. And I hear that the mutants have all been killed off, so there won't be any more of those.
We hate the mutants.
But anyways, Tribe Missions is a good one. We have, you know, you display this at your campsite, so even if somebody hasn't seen the mission board and hasn't seen that they need to go to you to get a mission, if you have this displayed,
it's still
this
upside
way,
down.
people should have an idea that there's a mission there. If nothing else, maybe they'll ask about what the fuck does this mean?
Yeah, and we probably have 10 or 12 of those left. But yeah, if you've got, you know, food and water at your site, if you're spoonie friendly, if you've got booze that you would like to share with the Wasteland, if you have a nap time corner, power available so people can charge their phones, you get the point.
Okay, so that's not all we've been working on. So come with me for a real quick. What? You want me to stop? I guess I have to stop.
That's all, folks.